Line 3 to recover.
We're live. Hello, Sheena, Brian, Mr. Mountain Hiker. Thanks for tuning in to another weekday afternoon live stream. We got a GO train rumbling by. I don't do too many of these weekday afternoon ones, but here we are for the second time in a row. I was out in Scarborough anyways, making some RT videos, so I thought, let's do a live stream while I'm here. Raja Patel, Canadian Lady, David Matt Chat. Hello and welcome. I am here at Ellesmere Station of all places. I just finished up recording and this is where I found myself. And look at that. There's a coat on the post there. So right now my phone says it's 1 degree Celsius, but it certainly feels colder than that. I'm going to make my way outside of the station and we're just going to go for a walk around Scarborough. I was just up at the town center area, so maybe I'll head in another direction. I was kind of hoping another train would roll in, but oh well. Raj says, let me figure it out. There should be a, if you're looking to donate, there should be a $ button in the chat, a super chat button, I believe it's called. Brad Palmer is here. Gabby Lynn is here. Harjot. All right, well, we already got to see one RT train go by anyways. This is the northbound platform. So the next stop to the north, oh, here comes one. So the next stop to the north of here would be Midland, and then Scarborough Center, and then McCowan. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the least busy station in the entire city. Less than 2,000 passengers per day transit through here. All right, let's head down into the wilderness. Hopefully my signal holds up as I dip into the station for a minute. JR 499 super sticker. This way. So we have emerged into the Scarborough wilderness. What an odd location for a stop. Located underneath a strode. 0 bus connections. It is truly bizarre. It's also not going to be around much longer. Well, there's a bus there. I think that's the express bus. That's the only bus that even comes this way. All right, I think the signal should start to get better And I'm actually going to put a glove on my right hand. How Bizarre was a good song. It was an excellent song. I remember seeing that on Much Music every afternoon when I got home from school. Yeah, guys, this is cold. I'm gonna put a glove on. One sec. I brought one beefy glove for my right hand. This will keep me warm. And a thinner glove for the left hand. Oops. Cold ass Friday afternoon here in Scarborough. There we go. Sorry, I can't see the chat at the moment. There we go. Welcome to Parts Unknown. So Ellesmere Road here, if you keep going west far enough, will turn into York Mills Road. Lawrence East Station is about 2 kilometers to the south of here. But what's weird is Midland Station is literally like a 4-minute walk from Ellesmere Station. I know on Fridays I either tend to stream downtown at night or stream from the comfort of home, so this is really doing things a bit differently. Here's Midland. Sorry, Ellesmere. Welcome to Strodeland. Hello, Robert. So Ellesmere kind of goes up and over the rail corridor there. JR asks, where is this? I am walking west. And this is Candy Road coming up. So directly south on Kennedy at Eglinton, we'll end up at Kennedy Station. Heinzel says the area hasn't changed much. No, Susie, I will not test drive a vehicle. And Barb, where are we heading? I don't know. We're just gonna walk around Scarborough until I start to freeze or the battery runs out. I had some requests to make some Scarborough RT content before the line gets shut down. And for whatever reason, I decided today was the day to go do that. So to the north of here, you'll find Candy Commons, a large plaza that used to have an AMC. I think this area is called Dorset Park, if I'm not mistaken. Fusion Dining and Cocktail Lounge. And Barb, 10K is a good goal. I actually didn't hit that yesterday. I think I only had 7,000 or 8,000. Yesterday was a lazy day. I did nothing. And we have found a Highland Farms. Now, Susan, we've got snow flurries. Just as I walked from Young and Steeles last year to Hillcrest Mall, I did, camera in hand. I'm actually planning on going back up to that section. And doing a Richmond Hill Yonge Street walk. This is Dundalk Drive. Okay, thanks again for tuning in to another weekday afternoon live stream. This time from all the way in Scarborough. I think I recorded this section of Ellesmere once in a video. I think I walked along here and down to that intersection. Then I turned right and went down Kennedy to Lawrence and walked through the Wexford area, if I'm not mistaken. Nita's Cooking Show says they're not spamming. Sorry, it can be hard for me to follow all the chat. Hello, John G. Sarwick. And Mr. Mountain Hiker mentioned Domino's. I have not had lunch today. So maybe what I'll do is I'll order a big pizza and I'll have that when I get home. But people ask me why I don't record the outer burbs so much. Well, I think you can only get so much of this on the channel. These areas are better to live stream and make pre-recorded videos, I think. proxyprint.ca. If you're wondering where the Pentecostal Missionary Church of Christ is, just go over there and you'll find it. Howdy, Marge. Sheena says, hi Johnny, it's my son's birthday today. All right, happy birthday, Ethan. Turning the big 1-1. Happy birthday to you. What is here? Members in Christ Assemblies. Brad Palmer, $5 for more cheese on that pizza. Thank you, Brad. Thank you very much. Mr. Mountain Hiker loves $6 for extra cheese. Aunt Barb says we need a live stream tonight when I order Domino's. I don't know, I might just want to chill and relax tonight. Espero hated living in Scarborough for this reason. It's just really big, long stretches of industrial malls and mostly uninteresting architecture. Well, unfortunately, Scarborough doesn't get the kind of attention and, more importantly, funding that it deserves from the city and the province for that matter. The Transit City LRT never got built. They're losing their RT to be replaced. 6 stops will be replaced by 4, I think. Kennedy will be one at McCown and Lawrence, Scarborough Center, and Shepherd East. Hey, we found a Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses across the street. Epic Nation HD. Taking out the channel membership. Thank you, Epic Nation. Brett says, is Scarborough safe? I don't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, most of Scarborough looks just like this. There's some areas that don't have a great reputation, parts of Malvern and some other spots, but I think for the most part it's fine. After several blocks, you tend to come across another Strode, and we have one coming up. There's a BK here. Lisa has joined the chat. Thank you. Kamal, Brimley and Finch isn't far off either. So this is Birchmount. And once I go west of this intersection, I'll be in an area I have never covered on this channel before. Well, that Burger King is starting to sing to me. We're only 20 minutes into the stream. I will reluctantly pass. As good idea as that seems. Good afternoon, Kevin. All right, I'm not gonna race the clock here. We've got a turning car. Suburban Strode, that's a recipe for getting run over. Look at that. $5.99 gets you an angry cheeseburger or chicken sandwich, fries, and a pop. Oh, you get 2 burgers for that $5.99 actually. Includes 2 sandwiches, 1 small fry, and 1 small drink. With the way the cost of living is going, that is quite the bargain. And there's a Pizza Hut across the street. I actually watched a video yesterday on the decline of Pizza Hut. Mr. Mountain Hiker, $10, make that pizza an extra large. Thank you, Mr. Mountain Hiker. We have upgraded my humble pizza to an extra large with extra cheese, thanks to Mr. Mountain Hiker and Brad Palmer. Marge, $5 for an IPA to go with that pizza. Ooh, we're dining fancy tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Marge, for the $5. And Mr. Mountain Hiker as well. Is it real chicken? I don't know, but that Angry Burger is actually pretty hot. But Pizza Hut, apparently, their business model started to change with the takeoff of Domino's delivery. People associated Pizza Hut with a sit-down experience. So they didn't instinctually think to call them when they wanted delivery at home. Instead, Domino's, Little Caesars, and Papa John's were the places that came to mind, and that really put Pizza Hut into a tailspin. And on top of that, their pizzas were a lot more expensive than those other chains. It's really kind of interesting. And they closed a shit ton of stores in the States. Speaking of which, there's a Taco Bell. Who have unfortunately shut down a bunch of stores. Do I like spicy food? I don't mind. Would you believe that truck there had a stop sign? That guy didn't even pretend to slow down, let alone stop. That's just the way it is out in these parts, I guess. MJM Reviews, $20 for the best pizza deal yet. Thank you, MJM Reviews, for the $20 and your support. So we'll be rocking an extra large pizza with extra cheese and an IPA, and on top of that, we're gonna just buy the best deal no matter what. Thanks for all the pizza support. Kevin says my first TV interview on YouTube under Lakeland celebrates volunteer with special, sorry, I couldn't read the rest of it. It scrolled off the screen and I've got my gloves. That's something to look forward to. Thanks again, MJM and everyone else. So I just did a video. I don't normally do long-form transit rides. I do them every now and then. And I did one where I rode the Scarborough RT from Kennedy up to McCowan. And then I did a Scarborough walking video where I also rode the RT for one stop. There's a very interesting, what must be religious building over there. Sheena takes on having pizza tonight. Indeed, Barb, we're up to over 260 viewers. Thanks for tuning in this cold, bleak Friday up in Scarborough. There's a place called the Craft Beer Store. I'm on the wrong side of the damn street. Looks like it might be a brew pub. So I've covered Lawrence and Eglinton out in Scarborough. Kartik says it's a Hindu temple. Neat. We'll take a closer look when I get across the street from it. You always get a little antsy in these parts when you see vehicles queuing up to turn. Because there is nothing in the way of protective infrastructure for pedestrians in these parts. Samsung Tab A8 says, which part of Scarborough are you in? I believe it's called Dorset Park. And there is a Hindi temple. It's a very neat looking structure. Although the front stairs don't have railings. It looks like they're under construction. Is that brand new? Kartik says, is it colder than downtown? Well, it certainly feels that way. I haven't been downtown today, but my phone says 1 degree, but I would guess like -4 or -5 in terms of how it feels. If you look close at this place, see what's going on around the walkway. Is it in disrepair? Is it just being built? It doesn't seem to have a paved parking lot. Maybe that's brand new. I dig the roof. Joss Walkins, 249. Love your videos. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you, Joss. Glad you enjoy the videos. I quite like the one that went up on the channel this morning. Thanks for your support and the kind words. There goes a 996. So that 9 at the start would indicate it's an express bus. Michelle just got a notification. Aunt Barb says the biggest Hindu temple is in Etobicoke. So we are coming upon another Strode up ahead. We are right by Aaron's mother's house. Sorry. Hello, Clem. Red light camera. We need a stop sign camera back at that intersection I walked by earlier. So we are coming upon Warden. There's a 95 York Mills bus. Depending on where I end up, that might be my chariot home. Or at least to York Mills Station. Charles says Johnny Strode's. Turning traffic must yield to pedestrians and cyclists. Yeah, no shit. Shouldn't be necessary to put that on the sign. says I should walk to Warden left. I think we're going to stay on Ellesmere just for a bit. Michelle just received a notification. It says another gray depressing day. Yeah, we hadn't had much in the way of blue skies. This 95 bus seems fairly frequent. There's a look south down Warden. Barb says some people live here, some live in Hawaii. I'm currently watching season 4 of Temptation Island, set in Hawaii. Aaron says, have I done the shops at Don Mills? Yeah, I believe I did that for either Boxing Day or Black Friday about 2 years ago. Dro on the go. In the chat. There's someone running for their life. Sorry, I got to mute it for. Sorry, I didn't think you guys have to hear me sneeze. Glimpse into suburbia. What an odd tree. Look at that. It's one of the weirdest damn trees I have seen. Truly bizarre. And Barb says Joshua tree. Hello. Costas Greek Plaza across the street. Oni says, have you ever hit 30,000 steps in a day? I haven't yet this year. I did that a number of times when I was in Bangkok. Last year, so it does happen. When I feel like I've taken that many, I check and it's often just 24 or 25,000 steps or so. There's a place called Armenian Pizza across the street. Ryan stoned on Canadian gaming. That was a memory of driving by this place. Let's see, where's the old step counter at today? It can't be too high. Today, we are at 85.70. But yesterday was pathetic. My whole week is kind of pathetic. Oh, I only hit 3,300 yesterday. 15,000 Wednesday, 14,000 Tuesday. I am slacking off in the new year so far. Gar says the RT is such a cool concept and technology that never worked out. Well, it worked out in Vancouver. They built their SkyTrain right around the same time. And that is still going strong. It just goes to show what a little maintenance and upkeep will do. Whereas we kind of neglected ours. Then by the time they hatched a replacement plan, it would have been too expensive to keep the RT going. So there's going to be this weird gap where we have no rapid transit for that section of Scarborough. Just some light flurries now. I can already see a McDonald's up ahead at the next road. Hey, free mattress. Actually, that looks more like a box spring. I just want the Eglinton line to be done. I want to turn back the time to the 1990s and just build the Eglinton subway line that was already under construction. Hey guys, it says no trespassing. And if you have a truck, you can't dump your load. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm trespassing. I have caught myself on stream. What a badass. LGT Auto. Imagine having a house on a street like this. Like just pulling in and out of your, or I guess pulling out of your driveway would be annoying. I think what I would do is I would pull in head first and then I would 3-point turn. So when it's time to leave, I could come out nose first into traffic. But you'd still have to deal with all the sound, constant buses rumbling by, YouTubers talking to themselves while they live stream. And these people on the right, I don't agree with building on a major street like this with just your backyard facing the street. Really, there could be much better use, but these people at least deserve a sound barrier. You're trying to sleep and you hear some truck roaring by in the middle of the night, or some cars honking, or some jackass live streaming. Not ideal. That guy just parked on his front lawn. I guess, Wayne, but from what I've seen, the York Mills bus is actually pretty frequent. This home here is really a chiropractic clinic. Prem says they all got complimentary noise canceling headphones. This is Crossland Drive. John says no TM there, ATM there. We got more homes right on a major street. So our next road is Pharmacy. When we get to Victoria Park, we'll be leaving Scarborough if I get that far. Trendy hair salon, haircut, 15 bucks. Global Pet Foods. They got a Domino's, a Mary Brown's. Boo on that place, highly overrated. A Becker's convenience store. There used to be a Becker's in St. Jamestown that recently closed. Remember Becker's? There's a brand I have not seen in a very long time. Next to a computer shop. Says it must be a nightmare getting in and out of these driveways. Yeah, that's why I think if I lived here, I'd always want to pull out nose first. Mr. Mountain Hiker, I think 15 is the going rate in both Chinatown and East Chinatown. At least that's what I see in a lot of the signs. That's the Halal Fresh Meat Bazaar Meat Market across the street. There's a place called Pepper, Hakka, and Thai Cuisine. Oh, there's another haircut shop across the street. Let's see how much those are. And it says I could walk around the mall, but live streaming with this will be an issue. CC Haircut, they do not seem to be advertising a price. Alex says Hogs Hollow is a nice area. If I keep going, we'll end up at Hogs Hollow. I was once live streaming through there, and a lady came out of her home freaking out, thinking I was like scouting a place to commit some kind of robbery or crime. There's Parkway Mall. See, I didn't even know this existed. It's a very small regional mall, anchored by a Shoppers and I think a Metro supermarket. They got a Timmy's and a McD's out front. Actually go to McCowan and Kingston Road. That is nowhere near here. It's a very neat looking metro though. I don't know if we can really see it from here. It's definitely got a 70s vibe to it. MGM says, please do a tour of that mall. Yeah, maybe I could come up and do a video around this area and pop into the mall. I think it'll only take a couple of minutes to walk it end to end. All right, here is Victoria Park coming up. The very edge of the former borough of Scarborough. So now I have a decision. Do we want to go south down Victoria Park and stay in Scarborough? Or continue along Ellesmere, which will soon become York Mills Road. Which I'm trying to think, I don't think is all that interesting if I keep going down that way. Let's cross here either way. Robert says, does it look too rough here? Pretty suburban? Pretty suburban. It's very suburban. Alex says go north on Victoria Park. I'm feeling more like going south. There's the Beverly Hills Doggy Hotel. Metro's been here since the 80s, and before that it was a Loblaws. I think it's a pretty cool design. 200 Japanese yen. Thank you, arigato. Thank you for the super chat and the support. And look at this bus stop. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. I don't think I've seen too many in Toronto like that. Huh. All right, so we're gonna go south on Victoria Park here, just to keep it in Scarborough. Andy Wood says, no, it was a Dominion. That makes sense. Dominions became metros. I just think that's a pretty awesome design. So the next major street south will be Lawrence, but that's not for like 2 kilometers. And then south of that would be Eglinton. Patrick thinks there's a bus shelter like that at Dixon and Kipling. Good to know. Josephine, hello. All the way from England. There's a Dogtopia, daycare, boarding, and spa. And a Wild Wing. Didn't they just make the news for having a bunch of health violations? I don't think this location was included on that list. And something that looks like it used to be a church. don't know what that is now. So if you're just tuning in, this is south on Victoria Park. I started at, Ellesmere Station and walked west along Ellesmere over to VP. And I'm pretty sure just west of VP, Ellesmere becomes York Mills Road. Well, that is a Roman Catholic church. This car wash has a $1 special. Does that give you like 10 seconds? If you start washing your car regularly at this time of year, it'll drive you nuts. By the time you get home, it'll be covered in filth again. Our racer used to live down Castandra, coming up on my right. Josephine Halligan, 149 pounds. Thank you, Josephine, for your support. All the way in England. You want to live in Toronto so bad? What are the vegetarian food options like? Oh, I don't think you'll have any problems at all as a vegetarian here. There's a guy pushing a bike on a shopping cart. It's a bit of an odd sight. Okay, Mr. Sub and a Timmy's coming up on the right. Fem says the food scene in Toronto is second to none. I think outside of fine dining, that is 100% true. But at the very high end, I think Tokyo is by far and away the #1 place in the world. And cities like New York and London, of course. But for entrees under 30 bucks, hell yeah. I think this is easily the best place for food. In fact, even Scarborough is renowned for its food. I say that as I point the camera at a Mr. Sub. No sidewalks on this street. If you're a pedestrian, fuck you, you're on your own. We're not going to give you a place to walk. And this street coming up is Grey Lawn Crescent. Who needs sidewalks? I'm sorry, but that is ridiculous. New luxury town rentals. Scarborough says, Johnny Strides, which do you see more frequently? Timmy's or weed shops? Oh, hands down, weed shops. There's a lot of Timmy's in the city, but that one's not even close. The Art Racer says, gets busy further ahead. Zero privacy backyards. Zero sound insulation. Just a weird stretch of grass on a major street. And this area has so much potential. But look what utterly incompetent planning has led to. We have a tower in the park across the street. Bash Brannigan, 279, it must be true. Who needs sidewalks? Thanks for your support and the 279. Much appreciated. Hey, we have a development sign here. A change has been proposed for the site. Development applications have been submitted to allow the conversion of the existing 84 rental townhouses on the site to 84 condo townhomes. This is what we like to call a renoviction. So the owner here, I believe, is taking advantage of some new legislation that's going to let them kick everyone out and renovate the units. It didn't say if they're going to be sold as condos or if the owner's just going to re-rent them again. But they're not even increasing the density, so a lot of people are going to lose their home. Probably for many, it'll be one of the few affordable places that they have. They're probably under rent control, and they're going to get kicked out so someone can make more money off of their existing house. This is what happens when you have out-of-touch leaders running the show. We're not building more housing. We're just making the existing housing a lot more expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if similar schemes pop up for these homes across the street. All right, it says renoviction just like Regent Park. At least with Regent Park, they're being offered spots in the newer units at a comparable rent. Mind you, much smaller spots, but they're also newer and more modern. So I don't hate what they're doing in Regent Park and Alexander Park. You're welcome, Ander. Wayne says it's starting to happen, sadly, renovictions, yeah. And we're going to start to see it happen to more just traditional rental buildings. And we also have a province that is hell-bent on lifting rent control. Well, lifting rent control only works if you have ample housing supply, but we don't. Oops. Hey, this place is called Larry the Liquidator. LarryTheLiquidator.ca. Wanted goods, we buy surplus any size deal, pay cash reward. Larry the Liquidator. I have a feeling that this building wasn't built for this store. It's probably just one of those excess cargo kind of stores. And Jam says used to be Smitty's. Vivian Johnson. Welcome to the stream, Vivian. You're in time just to say goodbye. We're over an hour in, but I've got 40% left on the battery. Walking south down Victoria Park. So everything off in this direction is Scarborough land, as Victoria Park is the western border. You just got your notice. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube notifications works. But occasionally I'll do a live stream and almost everyone says they didn't get their notice and it'll have like half the viewers than it normally has. Am I gonna make it to the lake? I don't think so. We're gonna make it to Lawrence at least. Khan says, good night from Hong Kong. Thanks. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And we are heading over a rail corridor. And we cracked 400 viewers. Thank you. Hello.
There you go.
Good.
I had to come back and say hi.
Oh.
Johnny's show, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on video?
Yeah, I watch your videos.
All right. Well, would I know you in the chat?
I never come in the chat. I watch your videos on YouTube.
Oh, awesome.
I'm cycling the city since June. I'm working Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was terrified to ride. So watching your videos is kind of research.
And you're delivering without an e-bike, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting in good shape.
Are you streaming? Or
Yeah, we're live streaming right now.
Okay, go right on.
All right, well, it's nice to meet you. All right. Ride safe. Cheers. Friendly guy. I think he's working, and he came this way to intercept me. It looks like there's a neat view on the other side of the street here of like the Eglinton skyline. I'm gonna see if we can go get a closer look. But off in the direction, or a distance there, that is Yonge and Eglinton. Get a little teary-eyed seeing home from a distance. And the rail tracks. Mining Quest says 400 people watching, only 170 likes. Well, if they hit the dislike button, I don't mind. Engagement is engagement, but thanks for watching, guys. If you are new to the channel, I stream like this 3 or 4 times a week. I've been meaning to do an e-bike live stream. I just haven't done one in a while. Or an e-bike or scooter video for that purpose. What, was someone saying I was jaywalking? It is not jaywalking, as long as you don't impede on any oncoming traffic. So if there's no cars or cyclists, you are free to cross the street away from a marked crossing. Thank you, John Burke. But yeah, I stream like this 3 or 4 times a week on this channel every Sunday night on my severely neglected second channel, Johnny Stumbles. Most Sunday nights, not every Sunday, but most. We are coming up upon Lawrence. Snow flurries. Gosh, Brannigan. So here's Lawrence Avenue East. We're only an hour and 8 in. And I've still got pretty fresh legs. I'm gonna see maybe if I can make it down to Eglinton before the battery runs out. Marge says we need another Stumbles cooking video. Action Kid's been doing some cooking videos. Although, I think his are a bit more serious in nature. He's doing a good job. When will you explore Mississauga downtown? It's the best. I wouldn't. It's the best is relative. In my mind, hands down, the best area in Mississauga is Port Credit along the lake, and I've explored there a number of times. I've also done Square One Mall and some drives through Mississauga. But the area around Square One, it's really not what I would call a downtown. It's more like a suburban city center. Very similar to the area around Scarborough Town Center. And he says, how would I get back home from where I am? Well, I could always just call a Lyft or Uber up. Or I could take a Lawrence bus here. That'll cut through the bridle path and take me to Lawrence Station, and then I could go south either by foot or by train one stop to Eglinton. Or I could go south to Eglinton. But the shops at Don Mills are off in that direction. And Wexford is off in that direction. I've done a number of videos through Wexford. Let's see if I can get to Eglinton before my battery expires. We're currently rocking 31%, so it's dipped quite a bit. I do have a battery pack on me, but I'd rather not break it out. Andy Wood says No Frills is another store to avoid owned by the Westons. Congrats to the Westons, doing the impossible and becoming more hated than Rogers in this country. Truly an impressive feat. All right, Operation Make It to Eglinton. Oh, the Lawrence bus will bring you to Eglinton Station. That's right. It'll go by the shops at Don Mills and then it'll swoop down south. You are correct. These are the Greenbrier apartments on the right. When I woke up this morning, did I think I'd be walking south down this part of Victoria Park? Nope. It's been fun. I've actually covered a fair bit of Scarborough today on camera. And downtown Toronto is precisely over there. I'm wondering if I can get a clear view of the CN Tower and the financial district from here. Kind of. There's the CN Tower. Riley says this is one of my most favorite channels. Thank you, Riley. Much appreciated. Glad you like the channel. Espero remembers when they lost that class action lawsuit and everyone got like a $2 voucher. Unfortunately, for a lot of these big companies, that's the name of the game. They do the math. And if they get caught or in trouble, they'll just pay the fine and buy their way out. It's the same way a lot of big finance companies on Wall Street work. All right, so I think Eglinton's about 2 kilometers away from Lawrence. Hello, Chris back. Vivian says thumbs up, please, if not done already. Thanks for the reminder. No signaling, no yielding. Good job. Just buy their stocks and pay the bills with their profits. Amanda Gardner, you're very welcome. as we march south down the west side of Victoria Park. Updated large units, 2 bedrooms and 1 bedrooms. You know, living here wouldn't be so bad. You're kind of walking distance to a supermarket, albeit not a great one. And you've got pretty frequent bus service. It'll get a lot better once the Eglinton Crosstown opens up. Asking, does physical walking help, or does walking daily help keep you in shape? I don't know. I have my doubts. Danny Seward, $13.99. Thanks for sharing different ways you could get home. Danny, thank you for the $13.99 and your support. Very welcome for sharing the various ways I can get home. There will be a Domino's pizza in my future tonight. Thanks to Mr. Mountain Hiker, Brad Palmer, MGM Reviews, and Marge. MG EGP 20, thanks for the videos. Love from Egypt. Thank you, MG. Oh, the EGP is the Egyptian currency. Thank you, MG. That's very much appreciated. And let me know in the comments if you like streaming from these more suburban areas. My phone is trying to go into low power mode. Mr. Mountain Hiker says the pizza fund grows. Since I'm now flirting with low battery territory, if the stream does cut out, I apologize. But I won't be bringing it back to life. So we are at the mercy of how long this iPhone battery hangs on. 19%. The Silly Goose Restaurant and Pub is placed loan for payday. $15 haircuts. And says, Etobicoke, yeah. It'll be on the radar. Move in 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. So if you're just tuning in, the new goal is to get to Eglinton Avenue before the iPhone battery craps out. Stream from Markham. I do have a plan to go up there pretty soon. I also have a plan to get up to Richmond Hill. I should put up a poll. Do you think we'll get to Eglinton before my phone decides to shut down? Ruskika Drive. Sapan believes I'll make it to Eglinton. I think I can see it coming up over the horizon, just off in the distance. Unionville would be nice. Yeah, that, I'm thinking of doing a GO train video up to Unionville and then live streaming in the area. It is, Carl. I did a walk up that way. I live streamed it actually, starting at Young and Steeles. And I went north and I finished up at Hillcrest Mall. There's another route I should probably do again on a live stream. All right, there's the famous radio tower. I don't think you can really see it on camera. Battery 15%. I think at around 3 or 4% my phone will just shut off. This is interesting. Is that an apartment building or a church? Emmanuel Lutheran Manor. What am I looking at? Church and manor. I don't think I've gone by the Finch Hydro Corridor crossing yet. Not the Finch Hydro Corridor. But there is a Hydro Corridor I'll be walking past in a moment. Okay, Eglinton actually looks pretty damn far away now. Yeah, Vivian, I was thinking that as well. Paris's retirement home run by the church makes sense. Seemed like an odd thing for a regular apartment building. Townhomes going up on the right. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Look at that crane. That goes way across the road. RJ Convenience, Cash for Gold. We got a psychic, a cannabis retailer, a drugstore, coin laundry. All right, way off in the distance is Eglinton. I plan on giving my legs a break and hopping onto a bus. No strip mall is complete without a psychic. Very true. So just up on the left is an area that's been dubbed the Golden Mile. I've done a few videos and live streams through there. And I think that 24 Victoria Park bus will be going all the way down to Victoria Park Station. All right, we are at 11%. Eglinton seeming possibly unlikely. Yeah, the Gold Mile is quite historic. There's some munitions factories set up there, and they put them here because they wanted them to be sufficiently far from downtown. Should there be an accidental detonation? Oh, my phone is yelling at me. It says 10%. Well, we've made it through the hydro corridor at least. I did an e-bike live stream along here earlier. Hello, Jeanette. So close to Eglinton. To the person asking what do I do if my battery runs out and I need to make a call, I make a call. Should I do a yoink now? I don't know. This is the Gatineau Recreational Trail, so I've done a video along there. And you might recall I did a live stream along there earlier. Rocky Lafuedo, 699, add to your Domino's tonight. Rocky, thank you so much. I will indeed. Hope you're keeping well over in Brampton, Rocky. Extra toppings for your pizza, 3 pounds from Sheena Roberts. Thank you, Sheena. I'm trying to do something here. Thank you, Sheena and Rocky. I might as well test this battery pack out that I have. I never use it. I think I brought it with me. This will be my guinea pig. I never use it with the iPhone, but we're gonna have to say goodbye to this nice high quality audio because iPhones are stupid and don't have a dedicated audio port. All right. So you are now turn this off. No longer listening to my wireless audio setup. It says 8%. Better sound. It's good until the wind comes, and then it is way worse. Here is Jonesville Crescent. Scarborough says roadside ASMR. Allotment Gardens. Yeah, sorry, my voice is going to be a bit quieter with this audio setup. I unplugged my wireless module. I apologize, but on the flip side, we don't have to worry about the battery running out. If I talk with my face closer to the phone, I think you can hear me a little better. Carl Roth says the stereo sound from the video sounds good on this iPad Pro. Good to know. Yeah, Rocky, best wishes. Glad you're doing well. Hopefully you can get out on the e-bike. What I could do, hypothetically, if we keep going, is charge my phone up and then go back to the wireless audio. But we have made it to Eglinton. Mission accomplished. Welcome to Crosstown LRT land. Jeanette says sounds fine. Look at that across the street. All those traffic crossing signals. So that is a stretch called the Golden Mile. And if we're lucky, we might see a crosstown LRT vehicle being tested. And we have just left Scarborough. Bash Brannigan asking about steps. Oh, I just got hit directly in the eye with a snowflake. And again, sorry about the windy audio. Greetings from Guelph. And look at this, we have an actual bike lane being installed on Eglinton. Quite tragically, it is not a protected bike lane. I don't know how the hell they overlooked that. Every time I come by this stretch, I see an LRT vehicle testing. Hopefully we'll have that luck. Lady's like, yeah, I'm trying to turn up the traffic. And right as there's a gap, some guy goes live streaming and blocks her from turning. James says, hi Johnny from Scarborough, Jim and Janine, hello. Again, sorry about the wind noise. Alright, this looks like an oversight. There's a trail here, but the bike lane just has a curb. They should really put a lip on that. So if you're cycling, you can just pop onto the trail here. View to the east. And Jam says I should have custom emojis. Yeah, I think some others have that. my phone gets a little more juice into it, maybe I'll switch back over to the good audio setup. I wasn't planning on walking this far, but here we go. Marco says thumbs up, guys. Pete from Northern Ireland says, just wondering how much do you think you have walked so far? I don't know. I could tell you. Roughly, I did meander a bit, and I didn't take the most efficient route, but if I Google Ellesmere Station, uh, 5.3 kilometers. So I would say probably closer to 5.5. All right, Rocky, thanks for dropping by and for the support. We're gonna eat a whole lot of pizza tonight. Thanks, Rocky. And you can see the power supports for the crosstown LRT going in. That is Sloan Station right there. Or I guess you don't call it a station when it's an at-grade stop. Just a stop. I wonder how they're going to announce that, because it'll be like Eglinton Station, but is it going to say Sloan Station when you roll in? This is Sloan Avenue. Dan says, can you find the info? Here, let's safely cross the street here first. Get a look at the future stop. We are 16,000. Hello, Redview. Steel says Canadian rock is great. Seconded, I think the 90s were a particularly good time. A lot of those bands you mentioned peaked around then. There we go. Honk honk. So this is walking west along the south side of Eglinton. Can't forget Rush, very true. Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson. I imagine this wind must be sounding a little much. I'm going to keep live streaming here. Maybe it's a good time to switch it back. Mike Powell says Scarborough. We have left Scarborough. We were there earlier. I started all the way over at Ellesmere Station. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good spot to switch back over to the better audio setup. Can you see any Ridgeline trucks? There's a Ridgeline right there. Okay, our audio should be back. I just lost the gimbal, but I should have the audio back at least. How does that sound? Are we better? Let me know if we're all sounding better than we were at least. I got my battery up to 43%. Yeah, you lose that stereo effect. And already the battery starts dropping like a rock. Oh well. At least we got about 30% or so to work with. Push button to cross. Says now Lake Ontario. Go, Johnny. Is the wind making it cold for you? Yeah, but as long as I'm moving, it's not that bad. And I've got my headphones keeping my ears warm. I can see not just bikes making fun of this bike lane in one of his videos. It's a line of paint. Can you really call that a bike lane? So if you're just tuning in, I started at Ellesmere Station in Scarborough and I had no idea this was going to carry me all the way down to Eglinton. Imagine if I walked all the way home, I'd be saving $3, $3.20. Says 20,000 steps. Dynamics 416 in the house. Is this like a substation for the Crosstown LRT? YouTube should pay me by the step. Well, they pay me by the ad view and give a cut of channel memberships. So coming up on the left is the Flemington Park neighborhood. And then Thorncliffe Park just beyond that. Hello, Judy, all the way from Tampa, Florida. Someone asking about what's underneath this bridge. A lone rail track. I guess you still say tracks. Silvino says getting close to Candy Station. I am actually going in the opposite direction. I was at Candy Station earlier today. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way to Yonge and Eglinton. Just a hunch. Andy, this is Eglinton and Windford. Coming west on the south end of Eglinton Avenue East. I don't actually have a crossing here. Stuck at the world's most ridiculous pedestrian crossing. I don't know if these cars are aware that I have a hand here. Don Mills' Science Center, isn't it? Yep, and that is coming up very soon, actually. It's weird, they have a pedestrian sign telling you if you can cross on that side, but on this side they don't. No, those cars were coming out of the valley, but I don't think from the DPP. Andy Wood says they used to have stables around here with horse trails. I just got my first of the dreaded low battery warnings again. So this stop is Windford. How nice would it be if I were just able to hop on the LRT? Marty Wasaga checking in from the beach. And I think this is my first stream in 2023 to exceed 2 hours. And we can see the top of the Aga Khan Museum. I don't know if the GO trains go out that way. And hey, Josephine. So there's the on-ramp to the Don Valley Parkway North. I'm trying to, Brad. Josephine Halligan, 149 pounds. Thank you for your support and the 149. Much, much appreciated, Josephine. The sign says wait for gap. But, man, it's hard to see if cars are coming around this corner or not. Look how quickly they come. Come on, City of Toronto. This is a very unsafe pedestrian crossing. You cannot see around the side there if cars are going to be whipping by. Quite ridiculous. Ready with Saga, gonna make some stabilized videos. There's another idiotic crossing. Wait for gap. How about installing some pedestrian crossing signals? Just imagine if you had like a mobility impairment of any kind. How terrifying that would be to have to cross right there. So we are at the Don Valley Parkway. Bash Brannigan says call 311 about that crossing. I think the city could do better for sure right there. And there it is, the Agacon Museum. Sorry guys, I think my chat is frozen. What's gonna happen is it's gonna catch up and then a million chats are gonna roll by all at once. There we go, now it's working. RevView, your super chat kickstarted it. For the sharing, thanks for the memories and for the fun. Thanks for the $10 review. Thanks for your support and the super. Much, much appreciated. Such a rush to get on the DVP and sit in traffic. Looks like there's some kind of planting effort going on in there. That's good to see. So this is the Agacon stop of the crosstown. All right, we have 10% battery. That little refresh bought us some extra time. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time if the stream cuts out. But can I get to the Science Center stop? Or how about just the next bus stop? Although if I make it to Don Mills, I'll have an extra bus available to hop on. Oh, Christine Camley is here. Good to see you. Hope all is well. And the grounds at Aga Park are absolutely stunning. This is a beautiful property. I've yet to go inside the museum. I've been meaning to. Outside a number of times. Bash Brannigan, $2.79 before the phone dies. Thank you very much for the $2.79. Bucky Smith, $5. Good Lord, could it be more gray? Here's some sparkle. Thank you, Bucky. Thank you, Bash Brannigan, and thank you, Bucky Smith. Much, much appreciated. So to the south, we have Flemington Park. And coming up, hopefully in 10 years, will be an interchange between Line 5 and the Ontario line. This is where the Ontario line will terminate to the north. Marty says stream starting to fail. Yeah, I see my connection dropping, unfortunately. I guess this isn't a great area to stream through. Oh my, it just got worse. Well, there's Science Center Station on the right. Mike Landry, $5 super sticker. Thank you, Mike Landry. Thanks for your support, Mike. As my connection speed and battery life both plummet at the same time. But thank you so much, Mike. Real Canadian Superstore on the right. Yeah, I guess Bell does not like this area from a connection point of view. But we did it. We made it to Science Center Station, and there is Don Mills. For those wondering about the step count. $17,606. So I think this is a good place to sign off. I made it, the connection's dying. I just got a notification that Mr. Continuum is streaming. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks to our mods for their super good work. Thanks to our channel members and Patreon supporters. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm sorry the connection is taking a bit of a tumble towards the end here. As my battery hits 6%. And the bus I need pulls away. No! But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome start to your weekend. I'm gonna go home, order a pizza, and put my feet up. But before that, maybe I'll be able to zoom in on an awesome view of the young Eglinton skyline. Because I'm going to be hopping on the next Eglinton bus. There's a view of the skyline. So we made it to 2 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, it is time to tune out. Stay warm, stay safe, have a good start to your weekend. And I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!